Okay, the app is still glitchy AF. I was about to say, y'all, what is all that? I got so much stuff in my coffee. I got my collagen powder. I got my Black Girl Vitamins collagen powder in here. Hey, Royal, how are you? Welcome. Come on in. This is the Sunshine Report. My name is Halicue Hannah. Y'all already know what it is. I need y'all to know off top. So this is what Big Sis is thinking about off top. Vibe Wellness. No, Vibe Wellness Woman is a treasure. Welcome. Welcome to everybody down in the chat. Welcome to everybody coming in. Thank you for getting the room activated and getting us going immediately, like with the liking and the hearts and the tapping and getting the room active and activated. Thank you to everybody that just shared a rose with me. Thank you to Ocean Summer, Nikki Cinnamon. Nikki, I love that. I put cinnamon in my baddie tea. I got a whole thermos of baddie tea too. We're gonna be hydrated today. And I want to remind everybody as we get started, Black women ain't at war with nobody. We're not at war with nothing except, what did somebody say? Somebody said dehydration and lack of moisturization. We're at war with ash and anti-intellectualism. Oh, the coffee is good this morning. Y'all welcome. Come on in and listen. Thank you to Ocean Summer, Nikki Cinnamon, Brianna. Girl, thank you. Girl, I'm gonna try not to be annoying with that, but I can't help it. That's one of my favorite movies, Surf's Up. I think I'm gonna start making the girls. Hallie's coming home for spring break, the lanky Libra. I think I'm gonna make them sit down and we're gonna watch some of my favorite movies that I used to sit and watch with them when they were girls. So forgive me. I just love Surf's Up. Thank you to everything internationally. Mwah. Thank you to Keys with K. Keys with K. It's gonna be nice getting to know you, girl. I'm enjoying getting to know you. Thank you. The voice guru, Carol West, Mandy Justice. And speaking of the voice guru, Carol West, and everything Erin Ashley, Black Girl Podcasters is back this Friday. If you have a dream of being a Black girl with a podcast or starting a podcast, come join us live this Friday at 4:00 Pacific Standard Time. We have tons to talk to you about. I have missed y'all, and there's so much going on in the world of podcasting and new media. We on top of it. And speaking of new media, y'all, we are new media. We need more Black women doing something like this, the Sunshine Report. Okay. This is Black women of the 92% Black women voters. Y'all know who we are. That's us. See that long blue line of excellence right there? See where it says 92%? Right there, y'all forgive my nails, okay? I'm giving my nails a break. Y'all know one thing I love about not having my nails on. Y'all know I'm a Glamnetic girl, and I'm an affiliate actually. So I love Glamnetic. I love that it gives me like these options and choices. I can switch things up. I can only wear them for 2 weeks and take them off. They come off easily. They got something new. They got little glue tabs coming off, but I love how fast I can type and how fast I can write. Big CEO in the building, big six pals in the building, y'all, and pals in the building. Put up some pals. I enjoyed you and Coach Rhonda's conversation yesterday on mindset and being neurospicy and ADHD. If you're a girly with ADHD and you're trying to get some projects done, please put pals in your life. Y'all put some, like, there we go. That's what I want to see. Y'all know I want to see them light bulbs. Put them up. She's got something making. I have to become part of her cohort, and it's for free. I have to do it because too much is coming out. Too much is coming out in the spring. There's a lot to do, and I kind of can't be playing around. And something tells me Pals is going to be able to help me do it. So get in there. No, girl, come on. Sometimes Big Sis can't do nothing but come through and be like, candy gifts. Like, sometimes I can only come through and be like, love y'all, likes. Let me help with the gift gallery, ADHD, and a girl, and I stay distracted too. And I just read a report like more and more women 40 plus are coming out with these late kind of like pre-midlife diagnoses. Get pals into your life. Start understanding the way your damn brain works and understanding ain't nothing wrong with us. As far as I'm concerned, this is like just hyper speed evolution of Black women. I'm telling y'all. So welcome to the Sunshine Report. Today is, what is today? Today is March 11th. It is hump day. It is midweek. Oh, here we go. So y'all come on in. We have lots to talk about today. We got lots of news to discuss this morning, but here's what occurred to me yesterday, continuing to think about the races and the different races that are going on. Y'all, I'm in my feelings. I'm really trying to do our own post-mortem. You know how the Democratic Party at the end of a major loss, particularly if it's a presidential loss, they'll pay consultants all this freaking money. I think all these consultants, they need to stop paying consultants. They need to just consult Black people. They need to consult Black women. That's what I need to consult. That's why I think, like, I swear, like somebody else said it. Like, sometimes I think these consultants, they don't want us to win. They not giving, hey, love, baby. They don't want us to win. And I've been thinking, and I've been doing kind of a post-mortem on Jasmine Crockett because, you know, she is 92%. It says so much about us. We do have a little glimpse of some possible sunshine with Sean Harris is going to be facing Clay Fuller in a special election to replace Marjorie Taylor Greene in Congress. We got a little bit of good news. And I realized something yesterday, y'all. The more I study power, the more as Black women, yeah, nobody wants us to win. Okay, which speaks exactly to my point. The more I study power, the more I study these political systems as with organized indifference, caring for myself as a Black woman, caring for myself, because I have to take care of myself because I'm one of the leading voices of the 92% movement. I'm one of the founding voices. I take us real serious. I'm not playing about y'all. I'm not playing about us like at all. So I take it very seriously, and taking care of myself, as far as I'm concerned, taking care of myself is taking care of our community. And the more I study power, the more I understand something very, very simple. Okay. The system doesn't fear chaos. It loves chaos. It thrives on chaos. The crazy news cycle we're in right now, y'all know how we call it the fire hose of news, a raging dumpster fire. Like, that's what the news is like in our country. Ever since 9/11, that's what the news and the corporate media, legacy media, old media, we're new media. Black women on the internet is new media. This is old media. They love chaos. They don't fear chaos. They want chaos. They use chaos as a tool. What it fears is people they can't control. What it fears is people they can't control. So the reason the political, this is what I think, and y'all tell me immediately what you think. Girl, thank you for leveling up, love baby. I love your name. That is so southern. I wish I could have had a name like that, a little nickname like that. Girl, thank you. I love that. That is so wonderful, girl. Thank you. That is so wonderful. Thank you for that. I love when we level up. Thank you all for sharing your daily heart meets. Thank you all, y'all, for getting us to, let's get to 20K likes as soon as humanly possible. So yeah, y'all, the more I study power, the more I understand it. I get it. Y'all know that's one of the things we do in the 92%. We break up with the big lie. We break up with the big lie, and it fears the system. These old white boomer men, like, just barely hanging on to life. Hey, Moonchild, look at, have y'all seen Mitch McConnell lately? Why won't Mitch McConnell lay down? Sit down. Even some of our favorites, Di-Fi is no longer with us, but you know, they was rolling Di-Fi in there. I'm not saying your faculties are all gone, but I'm saying, like, it's let go. Stop, but they still hanging on. They hanging on. Why? The reason the political power structure, the reason it fears Black women in particular, because y'all know that's really all I care about. I'm sorry. And I don't feel bad about that, about saying I always prioritize. I'm always thinking about us first. The reason I don't feel bad about that is because if I contemplate us first, if I always think about us first, whatever it is best for everybody else. What's best for us, girl? I love the Playdate cake. Thank you, Moonchild. Thank you all for getting your daily heart meet. Thank y'all for lighting it up. I appreciate it. Thank you all for shopping. Y'all know I'm just finishing up my okra water, the sparkling okra water. Y'all know okra water. Oh gosh, it's empty. Dang. I drank it so fast. I be draining these. I was parched this morning, girl. I was dreaming very hard last night. I was dreaming very, very, very hard last night. I think that's why I'm so thirsty this morning. But the real reason the political power structure fears us, fears Black women, they have to do everything. They have to, like, rig the election, they have to talk shit about us, lie about us, like all those lies. about Jasmine Crockett and whether or not she's taking money from Izzy. No, it turns out every time they make an accusation, just like they taught us when we were kids, is 4 fingers pointing back at them. Tallarico, who I don't believe is going to win this election. They messed around. They messed with the wrong ones. Now they got to earn our vote. Black people say, we know he's a plant. We know he's a plant. We not participating. We're not going along with it. And I keep asking myself, why? Like, what is this? What is going on? Why do they work so hard to malign us, to talk about us? They fear Black women. They fear us in particular. We can be such the superior candidate. Stacey Abrams, Kamala Harris, Jasmine Crockett. I need not say more on that. They fear us for one reason. It is very simple. Because we cannot be remote controlled. It's almost impossible to corrupt us. Okay? I mean, you can let somebody like Candace Owens is gonna slide through, but Candace ain't in danger. Like, let me not speak that into existence. I don't think we got to worry about Candace ascending to any major office at any point. And she be entertaining. Don't get me wrong. I'm entertained by a lot, but everything she does, but she can't sit with us. Candace showed what side she was on. I'm not messing with that. I'm not arguing with that. I'll be entertained by her. I'll laugh at whatever the hell it is she doing. And I'll be like, "Oh, girl, by the way, did y'all hear that?" I almost called her that whore. I didn't mean to say that about Erica Kirk. Girl, they done put Erica Kirk on the board of the Air Force Academy. Maybe it wasn't a Freudian slip when I called her a whore. What the hell is she doing? I think they put her on there to shut her the F up because Candace is embarrassed. Hey, Silvana. Y'all say hey to Silvana. Y'all put some dragons in the chat for Silvana. Good morning, girl. Why they put her on the Air Force? Like, this is some of the craziest stuff. It just, do you see how like they can be corrupted? But Black women can't be corrupted. And if they can't corrupt us, they can't control us. That's one of the reasons I'm like, hey, Ali. Y'all put some waves in the chat for Ali. That's executive committee right there. Y'all say hello to each other. Let me get some of these comments. If Aaron's comment, I need to set 68, baby, to booster their ratings. Let me see. What did I miss? Let me try to go back in the chat. Y'all, thank you. Come on in. Hey there. I love when y'all come in and say, hey, hi. Silvana says hi to, it says, hey, to the 92%. Mwah. Welcome on in, y'all. It's time to talk about this news. Y'all share out the live. Thank you for tapping. Thank you for liking. And go ahead and be free with the daily heart me's because we already got our flash goal. I'm so excited. And y'all, every time I become clearer about things, I get happier. And I want y'all to be happier with me. One of the 6 decisions, I'm not going to call them the pillars anymore. They're the decisions. The 6 decisions that Black women made. Girl, thank you for that daily heart me. Every time I see them, they make me so happy. And y'all, I want to see super fans. We're doing a super fan activation on Friday, right before Black Girl Podcasters at 3:00 Pacific Standard Time. It's going to be very special. I put a lot of time into it. We're going to do a nice little activation. I got like nice little downloadable, journalable PDF for us, especially those of us that are trying to launch stuff in the spring and getting ready for the Sunshine Codes. Y'all get ready and come on in. So y'all, my main revelation yesterday, hey, B Green, my main revelation yesterday was the real reason the political structure fears us as Black women, can't have us ascend to power, no matter how superior we are to the other candidate. It is so simple. We can't be remote controlled. The power structures, it's looking like even our side. Y'all, that's what breaks my heart, but that's why I'm so glad we have a movement now. Earn our vote. 2. Y'all gonna have to earn Black women's votes. We're the most valuable asset progressive politics has, and they don't treat us right. And y'all gonna learn today. Y'all gonna learn to start listening to us. We are the base of the party, and y'all people gonna learn to talk to and put some respect on our name. And I hate we had to do this with them because I used to think it's how I know it's the right decision. And I was so happy when everybody got on board. And then when I saw my little sis Aaron, I was like, well, big sis sometimes need to learn from the young ones. I'm not going to make the mistake of boomers. We Gen X. We do shit different. We ready for anything. Gen X is ready for anything. We literally saw a spacecraft carrying the first teacher astronaut on the space shuttle. We watched it blow up, and then we had to go back to math class. We can handle anything. We can handle anything. So I'm like, it's time to learn from the young ones. All right, we just lost power with the music. That's okay. We're gonna put it right back up. All right, we're gonna charge you back up, Beyonce. We like to party. We do. My signal is a mess with this storm. Girl, yo, you in a storm? Ali, where you at, girl? What's the storm? You in Arkansas? Ali, what's the storm? Is it a snowstorm or is it a rainstorm? Girl, don't even worry about it. Stick with us. We're gonna have a good time this morning. But yeah, y'all, the reason they fear us, the reason we couldn't get our 92% queen, the clearly superior candidate, the reason we couldn't get her across the line is because they fear us. They can't remote control us. And Texas is like, we have to be able, you got to be corruptible. Black women are the most least corruptible people out here. Certainly the most least corruptible people voting, running for office, like in leadership. It's just not going to happen with us. And they need that. I think that's one of the reasons, like ever since, if y'all noticed, ever since, hey, Mr. Salutations, have y'all noticed that ever since our forever president, Barack Obama, like left office, that man triggered something in these people. And I think it because again, and Barack was like, way centrist, like super centrist. Ever since Bill Clinton, that's the way we had been going, centrist. And they couldn't thoroughly corrupt that man. He had a squeaky clean background. They didn't have nothing on him. He ain't never been to Epstein Island. Michelle ain't never been like Michelle Obama would ever let her babies come anywhere near, or she would ever let anybody come anywhere near those babies. Okay. And that's what they need. They need programmable meat sacks. One of my favorite podcasters says the reason the Republican Party and these conservatives have gotten as far as they've gotten is, first of all, they train everybody to forget everything. Always forget what happened under George Bush. Forget what happened under Ronald Reagan. And they come out with some new name. Now we're the Tea Party. Now we're MAGA. They so dumb. They just programmable meat sacks. They're so ready to forget everything. Love from Memphis. Oh, right on. I would love that. Bless you. Oh, Norris, thank you, my darling. Thank you. And thank you all for sharing out the live. And y'all know one way to bless the live. We love, y'all know I never got birthday presents as a child. So, we appreciate lighting it up. Thank you. Enjoy shopping. I put some of my favorite things down in there. When we take a break, we'll talk a little bit. Hey, the HRT coach. I was just talking about HRT. Y'all know, do I have my Minochill down here? I may have used up all my Minichill. Y'all know we love Black Girl Vitamins around here. Black Girl Vitamins getting ready to come out with like 12 new products. I ran into them at Expo West. About to come out with 12 new products. I love their Minochill. Y'all know I am solidly in middle age. I am 53 years old. Also, never felt better or been happier. Never felt better or been happier. We're just talking about HRT, and I absolutely use HRT. I went with my doctor. My general practitioner was tripping, so I went with Winona for helping me manage my HRT symptoms. And I do the little estrogen patch twice a week, and I take progesterone when I need to at night to sleep. And I take my Minochill, happy as a clam, wake up cool as a cucumber. Although this morning I'm like super super thirsty. Super, super, super thirsty. Yeah, girl, HRT saved me. And I was wondering about it because one of my girlfriends, now I know now it's because of different reasons, but I was like, should I, shouldn't I? Girl, and one of my friends that's a biologist from Stanford was like, girl, you better get on this HRT. She's like, this is good for our brain health. We're just finding out so much. So y'all get into the HRT coach. If you're a girl, if you're 40, start learning about it right now. Start learning about it right now. But y'all, the reason that's the reason we can't ascend to higher office. That's why they'll cheat. That's why they lie. We all know politics is dirty. Y'all know I come out of the dirty South. I understand. I get it. I understand like politics. I understand politics is dirty, but the reason they go extra low with us, the reason they go extra low with like Black women, the way they went with Jasmine just lying, talking about she's taking money from Izzy. Turns out he's the one taking money from Izzy. I had no idea how thoroughly this country wholly owns and controls this nation and all the politicians and all of the elites. But they got a problem with us, Black women. They're gonna make it 10 times as hard for us to ascend to leadership because they can't control us. They need people they can remote control, and they cannot remote control Black women. They can't. They need us to be able to be corruptible. Because if they can corrupt us and take advantage of our avarice, our greed. Do you see how they struggled with who was it? Was it Fannie Willis? You said they struggled with her trying to catch her own shit. They couldn't catch her own nothing. It was frustrating for them. They can't do it with us. That's why they don't want us in office. And as we found out starting in 2016, children, go back with me to 2016. Go back with me, please. Never have we seen like our electorate, the American people, we dumb. That's another reason they got a problem with Black women. We're insanely overeducated. Some of the women I was hanging out with, this is my new friend Crystal with Team Okra, the official beauty and wellness beverage of the 92% and the Sunshine Report, created by a Black woman of the 92%. Bless her heart. She's like 28 years old. She's so beautiful. She's so smart and so talented and accomplished and grounded girl. She's a Taurus. That's how I know y'all invest now. There's an investor tier. Invest now. It's going to the top. I'm telling y'all, that girl's a Taurus. And the one thing Tauruses don't play about it is money, abundance, and prosperity. It's good for us. It's a beauty and a wellness beverage that is ancestrally connected. So I'm a huge fan. So my friend Crystal, wait, yeah, girl, get on the okra water, girl. I mean, I do skincare, but I kind of do lazy ADHD girls skincare. So do I do things to take care of myself? Yes, but my beauty routine and my skincare routine starts right here every morning with okra, the sparkling okra water. Hey, Corey, every morning, y'all get into it. Okay. Y'all please get into it. Come on back down here. Hey, baby, come on back down here. I have a little digicam. It's so cute, y'all. It looks like Wally. I gotta show it to y'all. It's so cute. That's why I be trying to learn. It is adorable. Would you look at it? It is the cutest thing, and it looks at me with little eyes, and it like follows me around. It follows me around. It is so adorable. Absolutely love it. If you're a Black girl podcaster, and all podcasts need to have a video component, she's reasonable. She's very reasonable. I need to think of a name for her. She's so cute. She's always looking at me. I think I'm gonna call her. What's the name of Harry Potter's owl? It looks like a little owl with this like big eyes. So come on in here, y'all. The American public, the American electorate in general is not that bright, and Black women are. Like y'all know, especially in the early 2000s, even now, Black women, a lot of us, we get bored. We don't get into hobbies. We'll get a PhD. My new friend Crystal, the part of Team Okra. We were talking. We got some time to hang out with each other. It was wonderful. By the way, Crystal, if you're watching this, I think you're amazing. I love you. And Aaron, there's another Aaron. We got Aaron 1 and 2. Aaron just snuck right into my heart. Like right there. She's so funny. Y'all are going to get to know Team Okra, and you're going to love them as much as I do. And she was like, girl, I was working on a PhD. I was like, of course you were. I actually get credit. People think I have a PhD, not because of how things come out of my mouth or like a master's, because I'm a Black woman. And most of us got a gajillion certifications, at least a master's, and at least one of us, if it's a family of 5 Black women, one of them got a PhD. Like my sisters. Y'all know I got 5 sisters, 6 including my sister, my cousin Tracy, who grew up with me. She's a judge, so of course she's got the JD. One of my sisters is a therapist. Y'all, if y'all need a therapist, and especially a teletherapist, I got one for you. My sister Kayla, she's going into private practice. And she's a somatic therapist too, y'all. Like she's a dancer, and she studies dance movement therapy. So I'm gonna have a recommendation for y'all if y'all looking for a therapist. She's about to go into private practice. We love Black girl therapy around here. But I get credit for having degrees because everybody, like 5 sisters, one got a PhD, one's got a master's in psychology. One's a lawyer, one got her little master. She's a teacher. I'm the Halicue. I'm the oldest one, just a Bachelor of Arts from Dartmouth. Y'all be making me look smart out here. People think I got all these credentials because and again, that's another reason they got a problem with us, y'all. That is another reason they got a problem with us. We're too smart. We're not dumb. That they need people that's dumb in charge in office, like y'all stunt queen in chief. I'm missing all the comments. Let me get that out of the way. Oh, the HRT coach says, I'm a therapist. Niece has a PhD. Cousin, yeah, all of us. Seriously. Yes, y'all, I'm gonna unpin this so I can see everything that everybody's saying. Y'all, thank you for the hearts and thank you for sharing. Am I a Taurus? I'm Taurus ascendant. I'm Taurus ascendant. I'm a triple Leo, a Leo sun, Mercury, and Mars, but I'm Taurus ascendant. So I'm very interested in Taurus energy. We were never dumb. That's the gag. And that's why they don't want Jasmine Crockett. That's why they didn't want Kamala Harris. That's why they didn't want Stacey Abrams. They can't have us up here. This rampant white male mediocrity. Speaking of which, let's start with one of the first stories I read. Y'all's weirdo, weird ass stunt queen in chief. Part of me feels bad because I don't feel bad. What am I even saying? That man could, when the big beautiful obituary, y'all gonna know when the big beautiful obituary dropped. Team Virgo, we love a Virgo. I got a little Virgo ascendant. Scary Scorpio is Virgo ascendant. The support group for moms of Scorpios meets every third Thursday. And Black Moms of Aries meets every second Wednesday. Okay. It's hard out here for us. It's hard for some parents out here. Yeah, the party we gonna have. Eric, y'all gonna know it happened because I'm gonna be wearing a red dress. I'm gonna be wearing a red dress, stirring gumbo, dancing to Beyonce, belly dancing. Y'all gonna know. Y'all gonna hear about it. Y'all gonna read about it. I'm telling you, y'all gonna read about it. I'm gonna be so happy, Grandma. I am sorry. You did not raise me to be celebrating people's deaths, but I don't even know if that's a person. I think he's just an empty husk with a consciousness. He's a programmable meat sack. And that is what this electorate has. In 2016, y'all go back with me, 2016. 2016 was the apotheosis of the Republican and the conservative strategy. They started small. They started across the country, putting in plants, and a lot of them women, on school boards, on city councils, AM conservative radio. May he rest in piss. Rush Limbaugh. They started giving the people AM radio so they could tune into that shit whenever they wanted to. Fox News stopped pretending that it was ever a news organization and just became a propaganda machine. And so 2016, and then we got the internet, and then we got these tech billionaire weirdos. I'm telling y'all, Black women, watch Silicon Valley on HBO so you can understand where these freaking tech weirdos came from that are trying to control the American consciousness, the way we think. Foreign governments start bot farms promoting these, like, girl, thank you so much. Thank you so much for the Daily Heart meme. So that they can do these fake accounts. They started cosplaying Black people. And then leftists in our own party started warfare on us. The Bernie Bros, do y'all remember in 2016? Were y'all on the Bird app? I was. That's why I can't run for office, because I got kicked off the Bird app at least twice. I'll be running for city council, and they'll pull up every one of my tweets calling Dana Loesch a blood-soaked whore for the NRA. They gonna find them tweets that got me banned for a week on the Bird app, where I was calling Ivanka Mafia Princess Barbie, incest Barbie. I got in trouble, y'all. My mouth wasn't, I was a full-on soccer mom. That was the only way I could express myself and my feelings. I was doing it online. I can't ever. Oh, girl, y'all. I can't run for office with the stuff I was saying. Hey, Norris. How y'all doing? I'm so tired of Bernie Bros. They've been at it. The Bernie Bros were the first ones that started cosplaying and starting these fake accounts. And then the bot farms, these foreign actors, give them all these followers, right? And give them all this traction and like send them out, started sending money, started sponsoring them. That's when all these crazy podcasts started popping up, and they hacked into the minds of the dummies that populate this freaking country. And I say dummies because the American education system has been under attack since GW. Since GW. They need people like GW. Nice, personable, because my mom met GW. My mom was called to the Oval Office, I believe, twice. I don't know what he called her to the Oval Office from, now that I think about it. Oh, it was about getting some judge, some appointment or whatever, and they wanted to bring in Black people that had worked with the judge or whatever. So mom went to I never forget it. She was on CNN like twice a day, like all day, like on the hour. It was amazing. And my mom was like, that man is actually a nice, personable man. That's why he be snuggled up under Michelle Obama every time he can, and candy and shit. But they need somebody like him. Decent to look at, not that bright. So he can be controlled. They had plenty on GW. Y'all know he used to like that cocaina. He used to like las drogas. Okay? Even Laura Bush, who was very nice. She was so nice. Y'all know Laura Bush murdered somebody, vehicular manslaughter, when she was a girl. That book, The American Wife, was about Laura Bush. They need people that's corruptible, and they can't corrupt Black women. The electorate is highly programmable. Like one of the only white men that I even listen to now. I listen to like 2 or 3 white men. I listen to Hal Sparks. I'll listen to Driftglass. That's the 2 people like I'll listen to at this point. I'm like my big brother in my mind, Darian. I don't trust none of these hoes I used to listen to. I don't like them Pod Save America boys. I don't like the Lincoln Project boys. As far as I'm concerned, the Lincoln Project, they brought us this mess. They brought us this bullshit. And that's why Black women can't. That's why they'll do anything. They'll do anything to keep us from ascending into power. They highly programmable, and Black women aren't. We just aren't, y'all. We are not programmable like that. That's why they're like, we're not letting Jasmine Crockett in here because she can't be corrupted. And thank goodness, I wish they would leave Michelle Obama the hell alone, please. Would y'all please leave our forever first lady alone? So tired of them. So they've been at it. Okay. And the electorate, ever since, I told y'all the progression, ever since 2016 was the apotheosis. That's how that motherfucker got into office. Excuse my language. With the help of foreign interference. Jack Smith proved that. That's how the felon got these 34 felony counts. Foreign collusion and messing with the election. People vote out fear, tribal identity, party loyalty, and like all kind of crazy media narratives. So the system don't need brilliant voters. They don't want you. Y'all remember how the stunt queen in chief says smart people don't like him? How he loves the highly undereducated. And these dummies still wearing the red hats, just clapping like seals, just like lemmings, just running behind him, like running off a cliff. Yeah, our pattern, tell them, Silvana, smartest girl in class. Smartest girl in class. A. Silvana, you get a 92%. That's an A. Okay. That's an A. Okay. Silvana says, somebody else, I can only pin so many comments. Keys with K said, I can tell you're going to be a valuable member of this community. If you are still a Republican at this point, we know exactly who you are, correct? I can tell these hoes have found my channels and my accounts. I be trying to block them, that I be having to see in different places that I have to go to as a mother and as a friend of my little, my little white girlfriends. Y'all know most of the women I hang out with are witches. Like white women I hang out with witches because they're anti-racist. And a couple other girlfriends. So shit I gotta go to. I could tell when they look at me. I was like, oh, you found my TikTok, huh? I bet you won't be asking me about politics no more. You're absolutely correct, Silvana. Black women, the 92%, don't ever let nobody let any of the disparagement they try to send towards us ever get to you. Why? Black women, especially the 92%, especially us, We have a unique combination as human beings, as Black women, Black American women. We have a unique combination of pattern recognition, like Silvana just said, psychic perception slash intuition, intellect. We way overeducated. Our only problem, and it's going to become a part of our platform and what we're demanding from people is making it easier for us to get into and finance our education, especially our higher education and student loan forgiveness. We're going to make that and mental health care for Black women. That's going to be like key, because since we're making them earn our vote, they're going to have to respond to our needs and issues. And so that means we're going to have to define them. And those are the things I think are very important. Okay. Ali says, and don't forget, some of us are neurodivergent. So too, yes, I don't even try it. It's a swirl of discernment, intellect, intuition, psychic perception, and pattern recognition. That's why they don't want us in power. That's why they don't want Jasmine Crockett. That's why they don't want Kamala Harris talking about her laugh is funny. And speaking of which, fuck y'all for saying that about her laugh. I love her laugh. Big Sister General, y'all remember that when she's laughing with her sister? That's how me and my sisters laugh. F these people. That's a woman that feels and has real joy. They hate that about us. They do. Y'all, thank you all so much. We're going to get to 100K in no time. Okay? That's why they got a problem with us. This system needs predictable voters. But Black women are increasingly unpredictable. They never guessed, y'all, we would say earn our vote. Come close. They never guessed that. That's why they so shocked and they're mad, y'all. They big mad. They big mad. That's how we know we doing something right. 2 years ago, I'm going to say this over and over. 2 years ago, you could have told Black women that's what they're mad about. They used to be able to remote control us because of our values and because of our goodness. Even some of us that's chaos demons. Because I be telling people, a smooth face fool you. I was born for this kind of chaos and destruction. Ooh, the coffee with my collagen powder is good this morning. I'm telling y'all, get the Black Girl vitamins. Get the Black Girl vitamins collagen powder. Let me, pals, thank you, my love. Thank you for that, pals. Thank you. I'm going to pin that comment too. Thank you. I've noticed this quiet confidence in pals online. Y'all, shout out to the Launch Your Income Agency. Y'all, if you want to be a live host, come on over to the Launch Your Income Agency. Pals, like you have girl, last night you and Coach Rhonda, it was good, girl. You had I look at pals with all this gravitas. Like it was very calm. It was very calm. It was very beautiful to watch. Y'all get on in here. Let me check the messages. Big Kali energy these days, girl. I love the way y'all. I got a little Kali. I got a little Kali Oracle deck in there. That's what I ought to pull out when we're ready. Because y'all, speaking of Kali, scorched earth. Black women saying earn our vote. That's scorched earth for us. We have always gotten along to get along. We have chopped wood and carried water. We're not doing that no more. I'm telling y'all, in these midterm elections, all we got to do is bring our vote. Fuck this. Excuse my language. Hey, Urban Eye Candy. F this, like, phone calls and postcard writing parties and girl, forget that. All we got to do is vote. We always vote. When people try to make us feel guilty, tell them to choke. Don't be trying to lecture us about civic responsibility. Don't let these hoes try to lecture us about civic responsibility. Show them the facts. Pals made a whole sticker about it. It's down there. Y'all show me the numbers don't lie sticker. Pals made a whole graphic. The numbers don't lie. Don't try to lecture us. Okay? Black women have become increasingly unpredictable. They don't know what to do with us now. They're literally saying shit like, now you're going to do that? Yes, bitch. Now. Y'all don't like it, go to hell. Thank you, Ocean Summer. Thank you. Thank you, everything, Aaron. My little sister Aaron done put a battery in my back. Y'all better watch out. Thank you, girl. Thank you, Urban Eye Candy. Black women have become unpredictable. That's what them 6 decisions we made in November 2024 have done. And unpredictable citizens are extremely dangerous to systems that are built on control. Okay, so if y'all are new here, hello. I'm Halicue. I'm the creator of the Sunshine Report. I'm one of the founding voices of the 92% movement. The Sunshine Report is a morning intelligence briefing for Black women. It is part political awareness, part economic strategy, part cultural analysis. I like to call that kiki. Thank you, pals. All right, pals. Girl, you on fire too, doing your thing. I can tell. I can literally tell. I know we be having struggles and dramas just like everybody else, but here's a little something for pals from the creator, the Sacred Creators Oracle deck. Because I know pals is working on a lot of stuff, and you getting ready to have to help Big Sister with a lot of stuff. So, girl, take your little energy drinks, and by energy I mean clean energy. After going to Expo West, ooh, it's all kind of garbage out there. Get your day started with your okra water, okay? Black woman founded and created. And I'm suggesting y'all invest. I am going to. After going to Expo West, pals, let me see what I got for you from the Sacred Creators deck. Stop, drop, and ground. For your creative pursuits and what's going on, stop, drop, ground. Grounding, earth energy stuff, Taurus kind of stuff, putting your feet in grass, sitting out on the stoop in the sunshine, mindful for 5 minutes, doing a little groundful meditation, like in bed, securing yourself and connecting with the earth, not earth, EARF. Real earth sign energy, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, touching grass, being out however you can get to, girl. I know you in the tri-state area in a big city, or like grounding. That's going to be super important. Those of us that have like fire energy, that's very important. Stop, drop, ground, even if it's just once this week. And that is going to be helpful to the creative effort. And you have a lot to create. Not only that, you're kind of, girl, I mentioned you last night. I mentioned you last night, the Idea Factory. There's this place called the Hivery. I went there for this book reading and signing by this author. She's talking about being, she calls it not being alcohol free, but undimmed. The name of the book is Undimmed. I wish a Black woman had written that book. But it's about like, what are the things we ingest, we do, what do we use? Are we using food? Are we using alcohol? Are we using las drogas to dim ourselves? It was really good. Anyway, the place that it was in is called the Hivery, and it's a place I love to go. I can't justify paying to be a co-working member because I'm already, my gym, my social club, like has a really beautiful co-working space, but I love being there. So I'll always pay to drop in. And somebody's like, but you won't become a member, but you're always here. And I'm like, I'm always here because it's like my friend Pal's, her project. It's an idea cafe. Whenever I get there, I'm surrounded by other women that are working on something. They're trying to build something. And I thought of you when I said that. And I was like, my friend Pals, it's an idea cafe. So anyway, Pals, you know how much we love you. I'm a very nonviolent person. Pals is somebody that we're ready to fight over. Ooh, Virgo in the house. We like a Virgo. Y'all know Beyonce's a Virgo. And also my friend Prince. My friend Prince is Taurus. One of the ways y'all can always reset, like water signs, if they need to reset, y'all know we love Black Girl astrology here, by the way. And we'll do our little astrological report, our astrological forecast towards the end of the show today. But one of the ways like to reset fire signs, honestly, I feel like burn something. Burn a candle, girl, sit in front of a fire, do some fire gazing, light some incense, do something like that, something where you can express and you can create, you can sweat, dance, yell, scream, like in your garage, in your car. That's one of the reasons me and Coach Dad married to this day, man. It's been some times I've had to go into the car, in the garage, close the door, and scream my head off. Okay, that's normally how fire signs reset. Water signs, plunge them in some water, put them in a bath. That's what my little Scorpio, sometimes I'm like, girl, come over here and get this. Come over here and let mommy hit you with this Florida water spray and then go take a shower, girl. She don't like being in a bath because she gets overheated. But I'm like, girl, take one of the, girl, get in there and get in that water, please. Get thee to the ocean. You got to put them in like little Cancers, Scorpios. You got to put them in there. You got to put them in the bath. You got to put them into some water. Earth signs, y'all need to touch grass for real. It's not even a joke. Y'all need to touch grass. Y'all need to be in the sunshine. Y'all need to feel the breeze on your face. Earth, like earth energy. So, y'all, thank you for letting us have a Black Girl astrology moment. And do y'all know the reason I love Black Girl astrology? I love it because astrology is one of the simplest ways that Black women can have a conversation with ourselves about ourselves and study ourselves and ask ourselves like deep questions and study ourselves and our archetypes, like whether or not we feel that this is some, oh, I get my archetype. I feel like a Leo. I feel like a Scorpio. I don't feel like a Scorpio. I don't really feel like an Aries. It's a good way for us to explore ourselves. And I think that is very important. So, y'all, the sunshine, y'all, again, I'm Halicue. I just want to get us started before we get into the news. Thank y'all for coming in. Thank y'all for getting us going. Thank you all for, I'm going to turn the tapper down a little bit. Thank you all for helping us get to 100K as soon as humanly possible. Thank you for your kindness and your generosity. I appreciate it so very much. If there are any questions about anything that's down in the mall, down in the shopping bag, like y'all let me know. For Black Girl podcasters, I got everything down there you need to start a Black Girl podcast. I got my big baby mic right here that I use for the podcast. And to broadcast out to different channels. I got this one that I love for our TikTok live. All my little mini mics, everything I took to Expo West. Y'all get into it, get down there. And of course, get your okra water. Get it now, y'all. We're about to start distributing to the big stores, to Sprouts. Mango is coming. If you got a Sprouts near you, look out for mango. Pomegranate should be going out. They had a little bit of hitch with getting stuff out, but now it should be going out. And of course, always the original flavor is my absolute favorite. Silvana says it gets interesting when looking into different horoscope systems. It does. I can't do that. Like my mind, I'm sticking with I forget what our system is called. It's a Western astrology. I forget what it's called. Girl, go to the website and go to the website. I still think they have some like founding tier packages. A couple of people have invested, and I'm looking into it myself. I know what the future is. I know what the future is, and the future is okra water. And I want to blow her up before somebody tries to start appropriating it. Before PepsiCo and Coca-Cola be on here talking about okra water, the new girl, y'all support this young Black woman. Support her. Okay. Again, you can't go wrong supporting a Taurus in business. I'm telling you, that girl is 28. She's fully a woman. Like she's fully a woman. She really is the CEO. She is on top of it. I couldn't believe how young she was, but that's okay. She's a Black woman. That's how we do. My mom ran for office for the first time at 30 with my father and holding my hand and my little sister's hand, going from door to door knocking. We're amazing. Get into it. Go to the website. They still have a founding tier and get into it. I also have the investor deck if you want it, because I asked for it after Expo West. So y'all, welcome to the Sunshine Report. Again, it is March 11th. It's Wednesday. The Sunshine Report is for Black women of the 92%. Our morning intelligence briefing, part political awareness, economic strategy, cultural analysis, all focused on protecting, I sure will, girl, on protecting us, our energy, Black women's minds. We're talking about our second decision, the second decision we made after the election of 2024. We decided that mental liberation was something we're going to do. And let me tell you, we are doing it. How I know we doing it? Because we said earn our vote. After Jasmine Crockett, we said, screw y'all, earn our vote now. Okay? All of this is focused on protecting our energy, our minds, and building and dreaming of our new beautiful future. They're not going to worry us to death or scare us about, like, that's how I knew that telling them to earn our vote, becoming team uncommitted, was the right thing to do, because I was scared. I was scared to get on here and talk about it. I felt this for like over a year. Over a year, I was scared to talk about it. But then I was like, okay, good. I know when an opening happens and a portal happens, and it's time for us to walk to the portal, through the portal. Our movement is guided by the 6 decisions. I used to call them pillars, but it's truly their decisions Our movement is guided by the 6 decisions that Black women, the 92%, decided to make. These are not suggestions. Rest, everything being founded in joy, economic activism, supporting Black girl genius, mental liberation, and above all, and above all, our joy, our rest, all of these beautiful things like coming together. These are strategic choices, right? Strategic choices. That is what we've decided to do. So, what do? Decision number 1, protect our energy. We no longer volunteer emotional labor for these broken, toxic, predatory systems. Second decision we made, mental liberation. We are removing those final filaments and threads that are left running through us epigenetically, control of our minds from slavery. Rest, mental liberation. We refuse psychological manipulation. That's why we have such a hard time ascending to high office, because they can't remote control us. That's what we're talking about today. We decided that strategic rest is important and that it really is a part of our strategy and rebellion. Rest is not weakness for Black women. It's resource management. Rest is a spiritual tool they have kept from us. Silvana, I love when you come in. Thank you. I know y'all be having to go in and out. And who just sent hanging lights? Wellness Girl, thank you. Would y'all please follow Wellness Girl? That's the most zen place, I'm telling y'all. A Black woman behind sound bowls, that's a blessing for your ass. I'm telling you right now. Please get into Wellness Girl, please. She's without a doubt one of the heavy hitters and VIP of the Launch Your Income Agency. What can we put in there for Wellness Girl? Oh, what can we put that's beautiful? That's an emoji. I'm gonna have to think about it. Like maybe a sparkle. I don't know. We gotta think of something to put into the chat, into the committee when Wellness Girl comes in. It's got to be really good because her aura is immaculate. All right. So decision 3, strategic rest as a resource management for us. Decision number 4, economic alignment. That's how I fell in love with Okra water. Over Christmas season, I was like, how can we give a Black woman and a Black product, something that's ancestrally connected to us, how can we give them a boost and an uplift? Y'all get your Okra water. They're available on TikTok Shop. I love that they're available on TikTok Shop. Okay. So easy for us to order and to support. Our money flows towards people and institutions that respect us. I told y'all about that reach out from Target. I couldn't believe that. I literally threw the phone. I was like, 2 years ago, Black women would have loved that. Any content creator would love a reach out from Target. And I was like, y'all got the nerve to reach out to me knowing who I am and who my platform is. And to hell with them. Again, it goes with our theme. We are uncorruptible. F Target. I don't care how much they're going to pay me to promote whatever. It's not going to happen. That's why they don't want us in office, because we're not corruptible. And if we're not corruptible, we can't be controlled. No. Decision number 4 for Black women of the 92%, economic alignment. We're being real funny acting with our money. We're giving our money to people and institutions that respect us. Decision number 5, cultural sovereignty. We define our narrative and we protect our genius, especially our creativity. I'm looking for the next Black girl Tony Stark. We have to rest. We have to withdraw. We have to withdraw our energy. We have to get funny acting about our money. We have to tell these people no. We have to say, yeah, you're not going to use us like mules. We'll always show up and vote, but y'all the ones that need to get out there doing postcard parties. We don't need to do that. Y'all, they need to speak to their, let me just make this easier for everybody. Let me close this up and let's go to this side. These, the people over here that need to be talking to their communities and doing the hard work and chopping wood and carrying water. Black women, we got it under control. Also, y'all don't want to listen to us. Y'all don't want to learn. They hard-headed. They're the ones that need to do the work. White women, I'm talking to you. Y'all got some work to do. It's right in there. That's the work that needs to be done. So when your friends invite you, hey, Vibe Wellness Woman, hey, Lennis, that's my big sister from another mister. Okay? So those are our decisions. Those are the 6 decisions we made to protect our energy, to free our minds, strategic rest, economic alignment, cultural sovereignty, and selective ass participation. Nothing receives our labor. A girl, thank you for the Go Popular. Nothing receives our labor, our attention, or our votes automatically. Everyone, everything must earn it. They have to be disciplined. They have had too much unfettered access to us, and they don't appreciate us, and they don't treat us right. Hey, hey, hey. And they don't treat us right. Listen, y'all follow Vibe Wellness Woman. I've never looked or felt better, and a lot of it is because of Vibe Wellness Woman's recommendations, her content, and who she is as a content creator. Again, shout out to the Launch Your Income Agency. All right. So mental liberation, y'all. This is what we started. We're gonna get to the news. We're gonna get to this breaking. Fuck the news. It's just, you know what? I gotta tell y'all once. What was the first story I heard this morning? I was like, they're so unserious. As an AKA, y'all know it's a serious matter. Like, lack of seriousness really fucks with me. Forgive my language. I know it's some saints in here. It really fucks with me. I gotta tell y'all, it's fewer things that stress me out more than ignorance and anti-intellectualism. That's some shit that like really frightens me. I have to be honest. Like, I was sick for 2 days. Y'all remember back in the 80s when there would be this there'd always be a special on your favorite show about that one kid in class that couldn't read, and everybody found out they couldn't read. You know what I'm saying? When I learned that as a child, I was sick for 2 days. I was crying. I was like, "What do you mean people can't read? What do you mean?" And my mom was like, "Would you get it together?" And I was like, "I don't understand." Like, and that's how they want us. They want us to be programmable meat sacks, and that's not what's going to happen with Black women. That was my epiphany yesterday about Jasmine Crockett. I'm gonna stay talking about Jasmine Crockett and that loss, and Kamala and Stacey Abrams. The reason it's hard for us to ascend to office is because they need people they can corrupt and that they can control. And you can't do that with Black women. You can't remote control us. They had us remote controlled for a little while. They had us remote control. So all they had to say was, now it's time for us to all come together. And Black women would say, yes, it's time for us to come together. They would say, they're like, let's press the button. Now it's time to tell Black women to unify. And Black women would say, yes, it's time for us to unify. Excuse my language. I didn't mean to do that. Grandma, I'm sorry. We're not doing that anymore. We're not the ones that need to come together. We're fine. We've been together. That's the beauty of the 92% movement. Imagine us calling us to the carpet about coming together in unity. So that's what I realized yesterday. Don't drive yourself crazy. Why? Girl, the reason they don't want Kamala to be president, the reason Stacey Abrams could not, was a governor? Is that what Stacey Abrams was running for? The reason we could not get Jasmine Crockett into the Senate, Bucks, F James Tallarico. He's a plant. I know in my spirit. We already talked about how Black women, especially the 92%, thank you, the aligned, how we are a unique combination of intellect, discernment, psychic perception and intuition, and pattern recognition. We figured it out. It's no need to keep questioning ourselves. The reason we always find ourselves on the outs now is because we're not dumb. We're not programmable, and they can't remote control us. You cannot make a Manchurian candidate out of a Black woman. They know they can't do it. I think that's the reason they keep saying, Michelle Obama, you run. And I love Michelle told them, could y'all please kiss my beautiful braided ass? Would y'all shut up? Hey, Silvana. Oh, girl, Silvana, girl, thank you for the Go Popular. Because you know what I think they want to do? They want to humble her. I love that she said, y'all can go to hell. Y'all not ready for change. And I love that. She is preserving her energy. She's saying no. She is protecting her energetic boundary. She said, y'all can get this silk press and these braids and this fashion and my wisdom and my books on my timeline. The rest of y'all can go straight to hell. Hey, girl, thank you for the boxing gloves. And she said, the rest of y'all can go to hell. And I love that because that's what they want to do. They want to use her and drain her. They want to get her up there and try to embarrass her and lie on her, humiliate her. I love the way Michelle said, I ain't got to do that. I am Mrs. Barack Obama. Like, what y'all, please. This country and the electorate is dumb. They highly suggestible and programmable. They vote out of fear, tribal identity, party loyalty. They've made whiteness, they have just erased white people's like any connection. Like when you choose that whiteness and that anti-blackness, man, it just gets rid of all the good stuff and all the juice. And it just turns them into programmable meat puppets. It needs predictable voters. And black women, again, every day, and especially now that we're saying you got to earn our vote. Oh, yeah, we're like unpredictable. They don't know what to do with us. They can't have us in office. They can't have that. All right. The system fears what it cannot program, and it cannot program black women. Campaigns rely on things like polling models, demographic assumptions, fear messaging, emotional manipulation. This works very well with groups that behave predictably. No longer with black women. And black women, conversely, I need to get these comments. That looks like that's a good comment. Y'all forgive me for not getting to the comments. If you made an amazing comment and I missed it, put it back up there again right now. Right now. Aligned soul. Oh, I like that. The aligned soul. Yes. And she said, y'all can pay for my wisdom. Exactly. None of that for free. You know what did Beyonce and Kanye said? Fuck you, pay me. Forgive my language. Thank you for that. Oh, girl, thank you. Hey, Dakota. I love names like Dakota and like Arizona. I love that. Indiana. Indiana's a scary place, but like I love those names. I love them. So if y'all made a brilliant comment and I missed it, put it back up there again, please. And I'm going to catch it. Okay. So the system works well when a group behaves predictably, like the red hats. They be telling them people anything and they just believe it and eat it on up. Okay. Ooh, someone if I who telling me fake tears. Oh, the woman crying and saying she loved Jasmine. Girl, you ain't never lied. Woo, whoopsie doodle. You ain't never lied. You ain't never lied. I be looking at them tears. I'm like, oh my God. Y'all still believe y'all's tears move us. I really wanted to. That's because she's programmed. Again, that fear messaging. She's not electable. That is some shit that like they used to remote control even us with. Not no more. We're not predictable. Black women show historically a pattern of independent thought, very high civic literacy. You don't get numbers like this. You don't get turnout like this among us as black women voters. Oh, look at that beautiful blue line. That's us. That's black women. That's how we turned out in the 2024 election. That is high civic literacy. That's what we got working for us as black women. And moral clarity around justice issues, girl, is the exact same reason. What did we find out? Y'all forgive me for lipstick application. Y'all, Sicily be hooking me up. I wish they sold on TikTok Shop, but they don't. I be looking. Okay. But you know what they do have that I love is Max Ruby Woo. And that's down in the mall. I love it. That's a good one. Okay. Yeah, girl, buy those tears were so fake. The victimhood mentality. Everything is, I don't know, I'm not accountable, or I'm a victim. Okay. But black women, what do we look like? Black women, other than moisturization and hydration, thanks to okra, the sparkling okra water. Y'all get your okra water. It's down in the cart. Unlike black women, what do we look like? We look like independent thought, high civic literacy, and absolutely moral clarity. It reminded me also of the way we found out that on Epstein Island, the way they were like, we found out through the PDF files that like, they were like, yeah, don't get black girls up in here because they're going to tell their mamas. They're going to tell somebody, or they will fight back. They will fight back. We are difficult to program. We are difficult to quiet. We are difficult to play in our faces. And that's exactly who said that. Yeah, fake is their belief in God. I don't know what they believe in. I don't know what it is they're worshiping. At this point, next time I go to Mississippi, I pray don't nobody ask me about deconstruction, because I had to tell you, I'm like, listen, I don't know what them people are praying to. I don't know. I don't believe they have any real concept of God. You can't act the way they act and believe in God and go to church. I don't believe it. And just like Aaron said, we're going to have to start deconstructing in politics the same way we deconstructed from that religion, not from our spirituality, our belief. And if you believe in a Christ consciousness, yes, the studying and teachings of the man named Jesus Christ that walked the earth, that was a holy man. Yes. That said, love thy neighbor, that tore up the temple because they was fucking around with money in his father's house. Yeah, that, yes, I ain't got no problem with that. Don't get these churches your money and your energy. That's why that's none of these, especially in our community, these churches can't run without the energy of Black women. Stop giving these people money. If you want to go to church on live. It's like 10 Black women I know doing church service on live. Thank you. That is so beautiful. I love the blooming ribbons, girl. Thank you. Y'all know I love things that are yellow and gold. Thank you for that. Go to church on TikTok and let some real saints help you channel your spiritual energy and really talk about some Christ consciousness and goodness and the divinity within. Do that, girl. Thank you. I appreciate that. Okay? There's a reason these powerful institutions try to imitate us culturally. The way people from sometimes it be Black and brown people from other countries, they be trying to cosplay us as Black American women. They try to imitate us culturally, our language, our aesthetic. Y'all know I can talk about this all day. Hey, Dee Dee. I ain't seen my friend Dee Dee in a minute. Y'all put 2 D's in the chat. Put 2 D's in the chat for Dee Dee. There is a reason these institutions try to like imitate us. Y'all, you can see it all over. You can see it all over the apps. And now they doing it now. People be trying to sneak into my DMs. I'm like, I see you. I see you with that trying to use our 92%. Y'all know our little memes and AI, like Black women, like we just kind of doing our nails while the world burns in the background. Or y'all know them AI video, you know, those little images of us asleep with the world on the background, or those images of us sitting on top of a building drinking coffee while everything burns down. Somebody got in my comments talking about, well, Black women need to reassess. I was like, fuck you. And then I go to look at their profiles, private, 2 followers with one of our Black women resting like memes. Y'all can't fool us. They will try so hard to like imitate us culturally, our language, our aesthetics, our leadership style, because influence begins with us. Okay? And it's easier to imitate us than sharing power with us or letting us lead. Okay? Like, that's the reason, and I'm convinced the reason Black women are suffering like this in politics is because, yeah, they agents, they ops. And Tallarico is an op. And everybody that voted for him, y'all can get what you get. Look at us making it to 100K. Y'all, let's get to 150K just for fun. Just for fun. Y'all welcome. Yeah, you call them agents. You correct. You're correct. Absolutely. Smartest girl in class. Let's put that on up there. We are right about this one. We're right about this one, y'all. Okay. And I've been thinking, like, we need to get to some news. Let me give y'all some news before I get into talking about Barack Obama. Y'all's weird ass. So good morning. Y'all ready for a little news? Y'all put a little newspaper in the chat if y'all ready. Y'all, let's get some of this fuck ass news. Excuse my language. I didn't mean to say that. Let's get some of it. And y'all, thank you for liking the live and for sharing it out. I appreciate it. We do have some good news. Democrat and Trump endorsed Republican head to Georgia runoff election for Marjorie Taylor Greene. There's about to be a runoff. Sean Harris and y'all, now they coming after Sean Harris. I'm telling y'all, it's leftists on here that are like, that's why we have to say earn our vote. And these leftists, these racist leftists are pissed at Black women. They never thought we would say, well, fuck it, earn our vote. They mad at that because that's their thing. Well, we're just not going to vote. Fuck that. Okay. F y'all. Fine. Earn our vote now. You better learn our issues quick, fast, in a hurry. Because if you're not speaking to us, if you're not taking care of us with our issues, yeah, Keith Edwards, I'm sorry y'all ever told me, Aaron. Yes, that's my little sister, Aaron. I'm sorry y'all ever told me who that man was, because I ain't on the bird app like that no more, and I will only occasionally go over to Threads to promote the podcast. That little Keith Edwards, that's an agent. Gentile cousin Halicue, y'all forgive me. I be trying. I really do. Ocean Summer, I be trying not to curse. I try so hard. I do. And Sean Harris is gonna get some steam, and we should know. You know what? What's his name? I'm gonna write his name down. Keith Edwards. I don't be on that. Let me write this man's name down so I can put him in a jar. I told my girls yesterday, I rarely get to get on FaceTime with both my girls. I don't ever get facials because the girls are always using up the facial money. They want to go get a little facial when a little lanky Libra comes home. And I said, girls, I was like, sometimes mommy, I worry. Sometimes I'm not, since the 92% movement, I'm not in y'all's face as much as I used to be. I was like, but I need y'all to know that mommy is using all of her spare time praying on the downfall of y'all's enemies and this family's enemies. That's where I spend my energy and my time. Okay? Baby, I love y'all. That's the reason the road is so clear in front of y'all. It's because mommy is removing these obstacles and praying on the downfalls of this family's enemies and you girls' enemies. So if y'all ever wondering why didn't I make the cowboy cookies today? Mommy was praying on the downfall of y'all's enemies. And watching these hoes drop one by one. That's y'all's mama. That's the one y'all got. So Keith Edwards, let me write his name down so I can put something on his ass. Because if he's against us, that means it's talent. If he comes out against somebody, and that's just pure racism. They said, Darian told me this morning, this hoe used to work in a beauty salon. No shade. And I want us to use that as an example. Here it is. This MF is making trouble and sowing chaos against Black people in the political sphere. Just another example of white male mediocrity trying to bring us down. They can't have us out here being exceptional. Because if we're Barack Obama, if we're Kamala Harris, if we're Jasmine Crockett, who the fuck are they? What is this lie of white supremacy they've been taught their entire lives? So the fact that he has come out, because Aaron says, I'm with you, Aaron. He could smooth catch the back of my hand. And y'all know I don't believe in violence. Y'all know the first 5 years of my life after college was dedicated to domestic violence, sexual assault, reproductive health. I still sit on boards. I will still do a hotline call. I do not believe in violence. I believe people need to keep their hands off each other. I also believe some people need to be hit in the neck because they don't believe fat meat is greasy. Do you understand what I'm saying? Pure, strictly anti-violent. I grew up in a violent home. I think people should just really need to keep their hands off each other no matter what. Not even friendly, not even play fighting. Keep your damn hands to yourself. If a child doesn't want to be tickled, if they don't want to be hugged, if I don't want to be in close proximity, I don't want you to. I believe in that. Also, somebody, Keith Edwards, needs to catch a smooth backhand to the side of the head. Y'all understand what I'm saying? Again, purely anti-violence. That's how I know that Sean Harris must be a winner and a ringer. All right, in Georgia, and Lord knows they trying to clean. They gonna have to clean Marjorie Taylor Greene's seat with fire. Seriously, let me catch these messages. I understand and you concur. Yes, we're tracking. A chop straight to the throat is sometimes required. Y'all know what I mean. I love us. I do. So that's the first bit of news, and that's good news, y'all. That's good. A Molly Wop. Correct. And I've been watching a lot of videos of Karens acting crazy and getting the shit knocked out of them. That's why it feels good, especially because for somebody like me, I get triggered seeing violence. Like I don't watch violence. I really control what I consume. I got to save all my energy for us. Y'all know I'm Halicue Hannah. I am your friendly neighborhood thought leader, content creator, one of the founding voices, 92% movement. I got to stay emotionally clean and clear for us, for Black women. So I don't be consuming a lot of bullshit and a lot of violent, upsetting, scary stuff. Because again, that's how they remote control us. Y'all know that Chinese professor. I be listening to him. I don't know if I believe everything he says, but I do believe these hoes want to control us and remote control us. Hey, ambitious. I do believe they want to remote control us. And that's why they don't like Black women. That's why they'll do anything to kneecap us because we can't be remote controlled. We really can't. Hey, girl. Hey, y'all say hey. I love when y'all say hey to each other down in the committee. Y'all welcome. Come on in. This is a Sunshine Report. This is your daily intelligence briefing news source because Lord knows we can't trust anything else. Y'all know when this Paramount merge or whatever this merger goes, this Warner Brothers, whatever the merger is, it goes through CNN, is going to become a part of that. And the Ellison family owns them. So even now, I'm like, fuck CNN. I can't listen to shit y'all say. Even that little Abby Phillips, who I personally like her, we can't be getting our news from that. People just sitting up on these panels, just lying to us. We can't do that. We're not going to do that. So I know, yeah, our boy Sean Harris got something going on because that fool that I have just been made aware of between Darian and Aaron, yeah, he can catch a smooth backhand, and y'all know how I feel about violence. Y'all know how I feel. You know the weirdest thing. Here's a news story. Y'all stunk queen in chief, that sentient sack of pig guts that lives in Michelle Obama's former residence at 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue. He's such a weirdo. Apparently, he's obsessed with a $145 pair of Florsheim shoes, and he's giving them away to his cabinet, and he making these hoes wear these ugly shoes. Okay? They them like lace up Oxfords that he wears where his ankles swell over the sides of them. He has decided all of these. It's a picture of Marco Rubio shuffling around in these shoes. Y'all know Rubio got little feet and he's short. He be wearing them boots when he on the campaign with them lifts in the boots and the heel. He makes them all wear them, and now they scared to not wear the boots. So Rubio shuffling the fuck around with his long ears dangling and his feet just a shuffling. See, malleable, programmable. Just do what somebody says to do. Papa ain't doing good. Hey, Detroit's daughter, girl, I like the content you're making. Detroit's daughter, I love the content you're creating. It is so bizarre. It's so weird. All the boys have them. And now he be looking at their feet, making sure they got them on their feet. He be guessing their shoe sizes, which is also suspect to me and weird. I ain't never heard nobody refer to a man's feet without making some suggestions. I feel like that's suggestive and weird and inappropriate. Oh, Detroit's daughter, girl, thank you for sending your comments. Y'all know I appreciate it. It's like y'all know I'm deconstructed, but you know it's like the church when you hear children's voices in the church. Like and that's one thing I'll say. I didn't have any church hurt. One of the kindest, nicest, smartest men I knew growing up. That man really was like a stand-in father for us. Like when we were growing up, his name is Reverend Joseph Rigsby. Reverend Joseph Rigsby. I think Reverend Rigsby is our heart broke when he moved off to a big church in Jacksonville, Florida. I'll never forget it. We were so sad. Our church was never the same. Y'all know I'm deconstructed. Oh, y'all hang on. TikTok, what do you think? Do you like my little mug? Cost Plus World Market. Isn't it cute? That reminds me. It's time for me to finish this coffee and it's time to go to. It's time to finish the coffee and it's time to move towards our Chinese baddie tea. I bought some new herbs yesterday. I bought some more cinnamon sticks. Y'all know we don't do nothing but drink hot, nourishing beverages. And also in my Chinese baddie tea. So today it's y'all basically I do the same one over and over again. So it's like apples, cinnamon, cardamom pods, goji berries. I diced up one date for sweetness, and then it just steeps while I'm down here talking with us. That's all we do, Black women. That's all we do. And in it, why can't I ever keep my Black Girl vitamins? I want to get it and show it to y'all. My big Black Girl vitamins jumbo. I love Black Girl vitamins. My top 3 Black Girl vitamin products are in here. My top 3 products, because they have a gajillion products and they coming out with 12 more. Black Girl vitamins would have you taking 20 things every day. But what I need, my top 3 are the collagen. That collagen is good, y'all. I'm not lying to you. So the collagen, it dissolves into hot liquids. You cannot taste it. It is delicious. They come in a real big jumbo size. So I have 2 scoops of the collagen in my thermos. So as we're drinking our water, we're getting our collagen support. That was another thing. So to the lanky Libra and the scary Scorpio, I was telling them this yesterday. This is why these children are so confused in Sephora and different places. I was like, this is why children don't need to be getting facials and stuff. They were asking me permission if they can get facials together when lanky Libra comes home from college. And I said, yeah, y'all can. And they just reading to each other. Hey, Wanda girl. They were reading to each other the different kinds of facial. This one is a collagen renewal. I said, y'all don't need no collagen renewal. You're 22 and 17. You don't need you're at the height of your collagen making site. Stop doing this stuff. What about the anti-aging? I said, anti-aging. I said, girl, you were junior in high school. Yo, you can bounce a quarter off you got a face like pals. just plump, just soft, just skin up here, just as bouncy and juicy. I said, that's why y'all confused. Stop wasting your father's money on things like, I'm joking, it's our money. I was like, stop wasting money on anti-aging collagen facials for 22 and 17. What the hell? I was like, y'all need exfoliation. I was like, it's us. It's women over 40 that need the collagen production. And I get it from Black Girl Vitamins. This is what's in my coffee. It's what's in my broth every morning. It's what's in my broth every morning. Y'all, seriously, get your. So, my top 3 products, I have them from Black Girl Vitamins. Every time I go into Black Girl, I be in Black Girl Vitamins live heavy. I be in there. One of these days, we're going to do a skincare themed one. So, y'all, shout out to Black Girl Vitamins. They are advised by a panel of Black female doctors that look just like me and you. And one of the products that I swear by, I live by, is the collagen. The other one, there's 2 more. What else do I have in here? That's my Black Girl Vitamin faves. My stress vitamins. Let me just go ahead and take my vitamins now. My once a day gummies. Y'all be playing with me. Y'all be playing with me, calling them my stress vitamins, but they are because they taste so good. See, this is how we ritualize our wellness, y'all. That's one of the 6 decisions we made too. Back in 2024. Oh, they taste so good. They're fruity and delicious. They're very citrusy. The flavors are cherry, orange, and strawberry. They're so juicy. You only need 2. I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes I will have already had my 2. And also, you know what else I love about them? Look at what they did for Black History Month. You see the beautiful Black girl art? They had a contest and they asked women to submit their Black girl art and then they put them on a jar. I love that. So my top 3, the collagen, the once a day, and these beauties. Ocean Summer got me taking these. My chlorophyll drops. I love the liquid chlorophyll drops from Black Girl Vitamins. Those are my faves. I love them. I met them in at Expo West. I absolutely, hey DJ Alana. So those are my faves. All right. So we take a little moment out, and y'all know we talked about all January ritualizing our wellness, connecting it to ancestry. These are the reasons I love okra water. That's Black. Black Girl Vitamins. Very Black. And it's actual real Black people behind them. I was never more shocked than when we rocked up to the Honey Pot. Y'all know Honey Pot? Black woman founded. So me and Aaron are busting our ass to get there to get to their exhibit. 3 white women were there. We were like, are we at the right place? What's happening? Not the case with Black Girl Vitamins. So y'all, they're my faves. And y'all enjoy them, enjoy their products. These are products. Oh, y'all, these are products we can trust. Actually, let me see. Do I have the K2 drops? I may have the K2 drops down here. Y'all, thank you for tapping and for sharing out the live. I appreciate it. We're going to get to some more wacky ass news. What's going on with this so-called war? And speaking of war, y'all be giving beautiful examples of what Black women are at war with. Hey, Coretta Scott Queen. Y'all put some queens in the chat for Coretta. Oh, Ocean Summer says my BGV chlorophyll drops arrived a few days ago. You inspired me. Girl, let me know what you think of them. I like them. They have the most delicious mint scent, but it's not a heavy taste at all. It just tastes like slightly refreshing. I really love them. I every day. If you ever would have told me I'd be managing to get all these beverages, that's Ocean Summer and Vibe Wellness Woman. Girl, thank you for the Go Populars. Vibe Wellness Woman and girl, I'm having mom brain. And Ocean Summer, girl, I was about to call you every summer. I think it's a combination of everything, everything Aaron and Ocean Summer. Ocean Summer got me hydrated than a motherfucker. I'm telling you, between okra water and Ocean Summer, that's where the glow is coming from. I'm telling y'all. Also, I am a Black woman, and that's the way that works. Okay, so that's y'all's Stunt Queen and Chief's weird shoe fetish. It's so weird. What up next do we have for our new Girl, the chlorophyll drops are good. I really want y'all to tell me. And then when you buy them and y'all go over to the BGV Lounge, tell them that you're 92% and tell them how like you sent you. Look at Marco Rubio in these shoes. How can I show y'all this? Let me see if I can do it over on. Hold on. Can I share screen over here? I've got to share this with y'all so y'all can see this. This is just crazy. Can I share the screen? You gonna let me share the screen? I don't know if they're gonna let me share the screen. Y'all, I gotta show y'all the picture of Marco Rubio. Y'all, I'm gonna try to move the phone so y'all can see it. Do y'all see Marco Rubio in these stupid shoes? Look, you can look at the shoes and tell they too big. Shuffling around just like a dummy, like an idiot. Stiletto, heel, like, the club. That's how he looked. Dun, dun. Looking ridiculous. Hey, LV Shakespeare. I was just quoting Shakespeare the other day. Cry havoc and let's slip the dogs of war. God damn it. That's how they want to play. Now y'all gotta earn black women's votes. Now I gotta quote Julius Caesar. Beware the Ides of March. Ain't no telling. This is weird. I think we in the Ides of March. I think once you get past the 10th of March, like I think that's the Ides of March. Hey, Flaming. Ain't no telling what we about to come across. Papaw, that dementia is hitting him hard, y'all stunt queen in chief. What else we got? Pete Hegseth back there looking like a sentient football helmet. All right, Senator Blumenthal came out of a closed briefing today. Here's what he says. Now, y'all, stunt queen in chief first said the reason we at war. Y'all remember when we woke up Saturday morning 2 weeks ago? Talking about we at war, and black women said, who the fuck is we? We, as in French, as in yes. Is that what y'all mean? Because we ain't at war with shit. It's the 15th. Thank you, girl. Y'all be looking out for the 15th. I knew we were getting close to the Ides of March. Beware the Ides of March. That's been playing in my head over and over again. We ain't at war with anything. Black women, it's not a black woman I know that ain't got a good Persian girlfriend. Y'all got any Iranian Persian girlfriends? And let me just say, I love these videos where it's like Iran said, Coretta, thank you. We only need one more to get our goal. Y'all, girl, Coretta, thank you. Those lights cheer me up every time. Black women, I love the way black women woke up that day and said, we ain't at war with nothing. Okay. We at war with anti-intellectualism, ash, and dehydration. Black women are at war with inflammation. Okay. A great day to get together. Wait, ooh. For a very specific group activity, really? I'm noting that down. Speaking of which, y'all, I have an idea. It's not my idea. Somebody wrote it in the comments on one of my videos, and thank you all for supporting the videos. Somebody says, black women, we gotta all ask off on the same day, and nobody knows about it, and just be off all together. Just a day off. We're taking PTO. We're taking a PTO day off, but we all choosing the same day, so they see what the fuck it is like when American black women do not show up to work. And I like that idea. I'm behind that. Can y'all tell me what y'all think about that? Because I think that's a great idea. Personally, I think it's an amazing idea. I really do. And I want to know what y'all think about it. And we need to come up with a date. I think the 15th is probably a little too soon. I'm thinking a date during the summer because we can do that kind of incognito without them knowing our business and let them see what it's like when we don't show up at work. All right. And thank you for that advice. That's what's up. Yeah, watch the system hiccup. I'm serious. Not a great not everybody, because we can't depend on everybody. These hoes don't listen. They don't do what they supposed to do, but we can do what we supposed to do. All we got to do is ask for our little PTO off and take it. Don't explain. Don't tell them nothing. Tell them whatever. It's so funny. My daughters, like these little Gen Z, they so honest. Mommy, I want to volunteer for this thing, but I got to leave at 8 because I'm tired. I was like, tell them your mama said you had to be home by 8. If you need an excuse, you tired to go, so tell them your mama said you had to come home. I'm afraid. I was like, girl, if you don't tell them people your mama said to come home and use me as an excuse, tell them I got to be home because my mama said she'll come down here in her bonnet. And yes, I do have a bonnet. I should show y'all my bonnet. Y'all not ever gonna I'm old school. Y'all not ever gonna see me. My grandmother would come back and hump my ass if I ever got on Beyonce's internet in my bonnet. I'm just telling y'all that's the way she got down. She didn't let us come to the table in rollers or none of that shit. That shit is hardwired black respectability shit that is hardwired into me. I'm not fighting with it. I'm just not gonna do it, but I'll show y'all my bonnet. It's so cute. Let me find this. Oh, it's so cute. Let me look for it. It's a little kitty bonnet. It's so cute. Oh, why can't I find it? Yeah, I'm not gonna wear it though, but Imma show it. It's so cute. It's the one y'all seen the girl, it's like it's satin lined, but it's like leopard skin and it's got like 2 little ears and a bow. It's so cute. I can't believe I haven't put that in my showcase. I gotta show y'all to it. I gotta show y'all. Note to self, put the bonnet in the showcase. It is so cute. Yeah, I just don't. My grandmama literally would we couldn't mm-mm, mm-mm. Mama would take you, girl. Yeah, girl. Like but I'll show it to y'all. I'll show it to y'all. It's so cute. I wish I had it in my little girl, just like